What is up, weather enthusiasts? I'm your host, Pat's Path Predictor. Let's get right into the weather. Alright, so this is the weather situation we have right here. And ladies and gentlemen, your eyes are not deceiving you. We now have an area of interest. Yes, another area of interest in the Gulf of Mexico. Except this time, it's in part of the Bay of Campeche and the western Gulf coast of Mexico right here. Now, for backstory, 5 days ago, I posted a video talking about how the GFS was starting to pick up on some potential development in that part of the Gulf Coast. Well, the GFS model hasn't really died down or anything like that, and the European also started cross-checking, and I just posted a video a few hours ago talking about how it was doubling down on this. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the National Hurricane Center, or NHC for short, has now issued an area of interest. Now, how strong that'll get will depend on the conditions when it gets there. But I want to show you all the dynamics and talk about what's going to be going on, just to give you guys an idea of what we could see in this part of the Atlantic Ocean. With that being said, let's go ahead and read the NHC advisory. 20% chance of cyclone formation in the next 5 days. The other two had 10%, so we now have a 20% chance. That chance is either going to stay the same, go up, or go down. It's too early to really tell how strong it'll really get at this point, but let's go ahead and read this. A tropical wave located over the central Caribbean Sea is forecast to move across Central America and merge over the southwestern Gulf of Mexico, where an area of low pressure could form by the end of this week. Some gradual development of the system is possible thereafter as it moves slowly to the northwest or north-northwest over the southwestern Gulf of Mexico by this weekend. Formation chance in the next 48 hours is 0%, and that's because there's a bunch of wind shear in that part of the Atlantic Ocean, that part of the Caribbean. And the formation chance in the next 5 days, low 20%. So this is an interesting situation I've been keeping tabs on the last few days. So with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at satellite imagery. Yeah, it's this area of interest right here we're taking a look at. It's expected to make landfall somewhere in Nicaragua or Honduras, move through Central America, and then enter the Bay of Campeche, and it develop from there. Now, the wind shear in both this part of the Caribbean as well as here right now isn't looking that good. However, I've been looking at the models, the European especially, and if we take a look at this is 4 days later. This is 4 days out, and this is when this thing is expected to move into the Bay of Campeche. And look at this. The wind shear across that area is not really not there. So with that being said, basically what's going to be going on here is that, this thing has plenty of room to grow at this point. If we take a look, the waters are absolutely there. We're looking at 29 to 30 degrees Celsius, 84 to 86 degrees Fahrenheit of water, and that water can get deep too. And another thing I've been noticing, there's actually an area of vorticity with this, which is if you're looking at a wave wanting to develop, you absolutely want to see that. Because if we're seeing a wave and we're not seeing that much vorticity, there's not a good chance that this thing's going to organize and develop. But now that we're seeing that potential vorticity right there, this thing actually has a chance of developing, considering that it's in an area of low wind shear right here, around 10 to 15 knots. That's good for storms like this. However, with the run of the European model, there's another situation I want to take a look at. This is where we branch into our next segment. In about 3 days, there's going to be a tropical wave coming off the coast of Africa, and basically, this is the vorticity right here. This is that tropical wave. Look at the vorticity of this thing. This isn't just a one-day thing and then it goes away. This is potentially long-tracked right here, and it's potentially going to move into the Caribbean Sea, close to the Lesser Antilles, which, if that's the case, everyone needs to pay very close attention to what's going on. The next 3 days, this tropical wave, it will come off. It's in the perfect area of wind shear. If this thing comes off and starts organizing and developing, we'll continue to pay attention to that. But remember I was talking about that vorticity earlier in this video? Yeah, you're going to need that plus warm water plus weak wind shear and moist air, as a matter of fact, for really any development going on in the Eastern Atlantic. And we could potentially start seeing that in the next 5 days or so. We could potentially see another area of interest designated by the NHC in the next 5 days. So we're going to go ahead and wrap up this video because this video is primarily on that area of interest in the Gulf of Mexico. But I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. It helps me out, helps me make more videos like these. The goal of this channel is to get more people engaged with weather. Also, please be sure to follow me on Twitter. It would be much appreciated. It's the top link in the description down below. And I will continue to update you guys as the situation progresses. But with that being said, have a wonderful day. Stay safe.